I'm Cheri, and I'd like to welcome you to the Cheri's HazelCream Cooking Challenge. As part of our brand awareness campaign, we wanted to showcase the versatility of our delicious dairy-free milk substitute. Additionally, we believe in supporting our local community. This challenge gave us the opportunity to do both, highlighting the talented student chefs at the Cascade Culinary Institute in Bend, Oregon, as they created fabulous meals using Cheri's HazelCream. Competing for cash prizes and trophies were 3 teams of 2 chefs. Each team created 3 rounds of food: appetizer, main, and dessert. Judging our contest were 3 judges. We had a professional chef, an alumni chef, and a local celebrity. The teams made dishes in the time frame given: 45 minutes for the appetizer round and 1 hour each for the main and dessert rounds. These recipes are available in an ebook, which may be found at cheryshazelcream.com. All the proceeds from the book will be given to the Culinary Club at the Institute. The judges were asked to rate the dishes by taste, use of Cheri's HazelCream, and presentation. There were 50 points available for taste, 30 for use of Cheri's HazelCream, and 20 points for presentation. The judging was blind. The only identifier was the team letter. Now I'd like to introduce Sam LaDuca. He's the faculty advisor to the Culinary Club, and he wants to welcome you to this competition.
Hi, I'm Sam LaDuca. I'm an instructor here at Cascade Culinary Institute at Central Oregon Community College. I teach specifically hospitality management. Here at Cascade Culinary Institute, we have 3 programs that students can earn a certificate or they can earn a degree. We have culinary, we have baking and pastry, and we have hospitality management. Our courses run in the fall, the winter, and the spring, and are flexible for students working in the industry. Well, we're looking forward to this challenge, Cheri's HazelCream Challenge here at Cascade Culinary Institute. All of us are excited to see our students perform, be decision makers, solve problems, but to utilize this product and create a beautiful masterpiece. We're really excited and can't wait to see what happens.
Thanks, Sam. Next, let's introduce the 3 teams of competing chefs. Up first is Team A.
My name is Lillian. I'm originally from Turner, Oregon, and I'm a first-year baking and pastry student at Cascade Culinary Institute. I've always had a passion for baking and the culinary arts, and I always had a hard time finding a career that would interest me, so I looked into culinary schools. I found Cascade Culinary, and it seemed like the perfect fit for me. My plans after college will definitely be working in the industry. I hope to own my own business someday, but I'll be perfectly happy working specifically in the hotel industry because I do like their style of desserts.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I grew up in New York City and I live here in Bend now. I came to Cascade Culinary Institute because it's located right here in Bend and has great chefs in this fabulous facility. I am a baking and pastry arts student, and when I graduate, I hope to have a gluten-free bakery.
Here's Team B.
Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm originally from California. I started at CCI in 2018 to complete the culinary, baking, and hospitality management degrees. And when I graduate, I hope to go into the hospitality field.
I'm Noel, and I'm originally from Virginia. I came to CCI because the Coast Guard sent me here to get my culinary degree. I've been in the Coast Guard for 14 years. After I'm through with the culinary program, I'm going to go to Petaluma, California, and be an instructor for the Coast Guard, and I'll finish out my career.
And finally, Team C.
My name is Reagan Schleich. I'm from Estacada, Oregon. I chose to come here to Cascade Culinary Institute because I really enjoy the programs and I think this is a great school. I am currently studying baking and pastry arts, but I plan on switching over to culinary after I get my baking certificate. My plans after graduation, I'm going to work for a little while and then possibly open up a German bakery / speakeasy.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm originally from Shelton, Washington, and I came here to CCI to study their culinary program. And when I am finished here, I am going to work on a cruise ship, hopefully, and travel. And then when I'm done with that, teach.
The competition is finally ready to begin. I entered the kitchen to count them down. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so as you can see, we are broadcasting from the kitchen.
This is the appetizer round. The 3 teams have 45 minutes to create a winning dish. Each dish is designed to showcase Cheri's HazelCream, and these chefs are up for the challenge.
What are you doing there?
I'm sauteing onions. It's the base for our hazel cream corn chowder. Right here I'm draining the potatoes, so those will go in after we saute the onions.
What are you doing there?
So we're roasting these red bell peppers over an open flame, and trying to get that just like a smoky flavor out of them. And once we really roast that skin, we're gonna kind of peel it off, and then cut them in half and extract the seeds and all that, and then cut them up. And once we do the puree for the soup, it's all gonna get blended together once we saute all these veggies and stuff. What? Yeah. So like, as long as you get like that.
What's going on here?
Currently, I'm kneading in garlic into our poppadoms that are going to be used as a chip for our baguette dip.
So what's going on now? It's changing shape.
Yes, so now we have the potatoes and the corn in there for the corn chowder. Eventually we're gonna have the broth and the hazel cream. We're gonna cook it down till the potatoes are soft, and then we're gonna blend it up to make a nice, rich and creamy chowder.
So that gets the smoke flavor?
Yeah, so you char them, but then obviously the skin's really burnt, so you don't want all of that. But the pepper itself has been roasted, and it makes it easier. We let them sit in a bowl covered in plastic wrap, and it helps release the skin, so it makes it a little bit easier to wash it all up.
All right, we're getting ready to meet the judges.
Stephen Help. I'm the owner and the executive chef for Zydeco Kitchen Contest.
It was 2004 when Cheri and Stephen Helt moved from Michigan, leaving the corporate world behind to create a restaurant in the heart of downtown Bend. Zydeco has now been in business for almost 2 decades, with a menu focused around the slow cooking movement.
We do a lot of slow reduction back there. 3/4 of our menu is naturally gluten-free because of all the slow reduction. We're really careful about all of that when we select the items that we're serving at the restaurant.
And was there a certain moment where you tried Cajun food and you're like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to make a restaurant out of?
Well, going to New Orleans, when we did, we'd pop over there a lot. We just fell in love with the people, the food, the culture, and then the Creole side of it all. Once you dig through that culture, so much depth of flavor. It's all intertwined with their culture and who they are.
I'm Eileen Lindenfallen, and I'm president of Zella Foods.
Michael Cascade. I am the professor of music at Central Oregon Community College and direct the Central Oregon Symphony and the Cascade Wind Symphonic Band.
I've never not thought that I would be a musician when I grew up. I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like, but I've known since I was this tall that that's what I was going to do. And I would put myself in a very small category of people who actually knew that when they were small and actually got to do it when they grew up. And so I'm pretty lucky as far as that goes. I applied for a job in Bend, Oregon, not knowing where Bend, Oregon was, sent off the materials, and I remember telling my wife that sending this, literally putting it in the mail like the day before it was going to be late, like it was as late as possible. And I said, this is the job I'm going to get because it's as far away from anybody we know as possible. But oh my gosh, so came out, interviewed, got the job, which again, just how lucky am I to get a job that allows me to conduct an orchestra, conduct a band. I've even had a chance to conduct choirs. I get to teach music history and music theory, and like it's everything that I love to do in one little package. And I've been here ever since.
All right, those are our three judges, and I'm sure they are getting excited about trying these appetizers. Let's see what's going on in the kitchen.
Some zucchini coming out. Looks like they're getting ready to plate some food here. Like we have some hazelnuts over here on this tray. Getting ready to take it off and blend it. Wonderful. 10 minutes, everybody. We have 10 minutes left. Here she is mixing up the soup.
That nice
Powder.
We are making zucchini fritters to go with our chowder.
Getting ready to blend some stuff over here as well.
Yummy. You okay? We done?
Yeah, I gotta keep it more now.
Getting closer down to the wire here. All right, everybody, we're getting down to the 5-minute mark. All right, we're down to 4 minutes. Three minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, 1 minute. All right, time's done. Yay, nice job.
All right, they're going to begin bringing the plates out now. We are ready to begin the judging process. Can the servers please bring dishes A to the judges? Judges, Team A has made a corn chowder. It's light and refreshing vegan corn chowder using Cheri's hazel cream and potatoes to give it creaminess. It is served with zucchini fritters and spiced hazelnuts. The zucchini fritters incorporate Cheri's hazel cream for richness. The same spices are used in the corn chowder and the nuts to tie all the flavors together. Your microphone is on, so please let us know what you think while you taste.
We call it presentation. The plating presentation, the contrast of the colors between the chowder, the yellow and the green chives. That's a nice touch. The spiced hazelnuts, I can't wait to taste them, but they all have the brown covering, the colorful, so it makes it appetizing to eat. Of course, yeah, everything looks beautiful.
Great plate presentation.
Yeah.
I just jumped right in though. I saw it, I loved it. Gotta go for the food. Flavor's great.
Nice texture on the chowder, the crunchiness of the corn. It's a little bit of butteriness to it.
And a little kick.
Yeah, delightful butterness.
The balance of like butter to spice is great.
This is delightful. Good job, Team
Wonderful
A, wherever
job.
you are.
Yeah, Team A.
Go Team A, yeah.
Go Team A.
Really nice job.
Okay. Team B made a roasted red pepper soup, sauteed onions, garlic, celery, carrots, pureed with flame grilled red bell peppers, tomatoes, vegetable stock, Cheri's hazel cream, and seasonings, garnished with fresh basil and house-made croutons.
Love the color, the red color from the red peppers. The color, you can see the bits of spices in there.
Good food should always bring you on a journey.
Oh, I like that.
For everything.
Well, we're definitely on a journey today.
It's like what you said, it's what you taste first, second, third.
Yeah.
It makes the complexity of the dish all different. Yeah. I love the balance in this, it's wonderful. And the texture and the consistency of it. Wonderful execution.
We can't stop eating.
I don't even like croutons, and this is delicious.
And I heard you as you were crunching on it, so I think it was crunchy.
Yes. A little bit of basil in there adds a nice freshness to it once you hit that.
Wow. I would order this also.
That's exactly what I was
in a
thinking.
restaurant.
Wonderful.
I would make this if it was in a cookbook, an ebook. I would make this and I would serve it to my guests and I would order it in a restaurant.
All right, judges, let's move on to the third dish, please. So if you want to take a trip, Team C is taking you to India. There are 2 appetizers on this plate, pompadums, an Indian deep-fried dough made with garbanzo bean flour and various spices, and then baba ganoush. It's a Levantine appetizer consisted of finely chopped roasted eggplant, olive oil, lemon juice, Cheri's hazel cream, and tahini.
Emulsion machine or sometimes a blender can do that as well.
Yeah.
High-speed blender. It's just the right composition of dry and wet
It's lovely.
to be able to make it so creamy. But again, the flavor is unbelievable.
But some of the baba ganoush is, or like kimchi is
To die for. Oh.
to die for.
The color is interesting. You know, baba ganoush is usually the color of eggplant mushed together, and because of the, what would you think? So you have olive oil, hazel cream, tahini, roasted eggplant. Something in there is making it green. Not sure what it is, but it's delightful.
All right, let's wrap it up, judges. Please fill out your score sheets for this round. The judging is done for the appetizers, but the cooking hasn't stopped. Let's check in the kitchen and see how they're doing with the main course.
How confident did you guys feel about the first round? How are you feeling?
After tasting it, we feel pretty confident. Yeah, it was pretty good flavor.
It felt good. I think the plating was nice. Flavors were good.
Yeah, I think it turned out great.
Yeah.
How confident are you guys feeling about the first round?
Honestly, I think we did amazing. For being under that little amount of time, everything turned out how we wanted it to.
How's your teammate feel about it?
Pretty good. I think it tasted really good, which is the important part.
Did any of you guys look at the judges' faces?
No, I tried to.
How confident did you feel about the first round?
I feel really good about the first round.
I felt really good. I thought it tasted great.
Making a spinach hazelnut pesto.
Do you ever talk to the blender when you use it?
Occasionally, but generally not something I want on camera. So we can use that.
What's going on there?
This is our chicken tiki masala. And I just added all the tomatoes. I had to turn up the heat.
The alcohol.
You gotta get some of that.
Yeah. That's why we were like, oh, too bad the camera's not over here. So we're gonna reduce that down.
Eight minutes.
And we're at the 5-minute mark, everybody. 5 minutes.
What? 3 per plate.
Down to the 3-minute mark.
No. We have the pesto, right?
The The kitchen is hustling, and we're looking forward to it. The judges are looking forward to trying the dishes. Okay, judges, the main course is done. Please be prepared to receive the dishes.
Yay, we're ready for the main course.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yum.
For our second course, Team A has a hazel creamy chicken that starts with sauteed onions and oregano in which the chicken is seared. Cheri's hazel cream and sun-dried tomatoes are added to finish cooking the chicken. Spinach is added at the end and slightly wilted. The chicken is served with rice pilaf and spinach hazelnut pesto. The hazel cream provides a texture to the sauce to make this a creamy delight.
Sauce is really clear.
Good temperature. Perfect. Perfect temperature.
Wonderful.
I like the idea of using hazelnuts with pesto. That's a really good use. Pesto usually has pine nuts or for the nut, but hazelnut is a perfect use for pesto.
This is a dish I could see on any restaurant.
Yeah.
Any restaurant. Well balanced. Good flavors.
Yeah, the sauce really brings
Sauce.
the
Consistency of the sauce. I like it.
it's beautiful. Excellent.
All right, judges, would you please go to the second dish? Team B has given you a bacon-wrapped filet mignon, served with celery root puree, sautéed asparagus, and filet topped with cognac cream sauce, garnished with fresh microgreens. The celery root puree and the cognac cream sauce were both made with Cheri's hazel cream.
Beautiful plate presentation. So getting back to your point, I think the idea is that you don't know it's there. It's substituting out a natural cream or something you would expect it to be, you know, not plant-based. That's what I'm gathering.
Because they're trying to make it a neutral that, because hazelnuts do have a strong flavor,
For
but
sure.
they've magically made it so, or through their chemistry and their process, they've made it so it isn't strong.
Right.
And it can be used, like Steve said.
This is delightful, and the color is a pleasant color. You can see the speckles of probably pepper in it, which adds to the visual. Sorry, the rest of you aren't tasting this right now.
I love this very
Beautiful, beautiful presentation of the cognac over the filet.
balanced cognac and wonderful.
This filet is so tender, and the cognac sauce makes it almost like a dessert.
All right, we have one more main to taste. Eileen, the good news is that they're making to-go boxes for you, so you can finish it later.
But I'm enjoying bantering with these other two amazing men on either side of me. How often do I get that chance? Two geniuses.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, bye-bye.
All right, I'll let it go.
Keeping with their Indian theme, Team C has made a chicken tikka masala. It is a dish consisting of roasted marinated chicken chunks in a spiced curry sauce.
The curry is usually creamy and orange colored. It is a very popular dish from India.
I'm assuming the hazel cream is in the sauce.
They did not tell me.
We're doing molecular cooking back there.
Is there any way we could cheat and ask them?
So the judges have asked a question, and we're going to go to the kitchen and see if we can get them an answer.
It definitely has Indian spice flavor. The curry comes through very clearly. The sauce covers the chicken nicely.
I definitely find the chicken to be tender. The chicken masala sauce is beautiful, well balanced. Flavor compositions and the curry in there is wonderful.
There is Cheri's hazel cream in the sauce.
In the sauce itself?
Yes.
That would be the chicken had drunk Cheri's hazel cream.
Oh.
You know, for the last 10 weeks of its life or something.
Kind of like the liver of the goose.
Yeah, or feeding
Or
feeding them
yeah.
garlic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
It's spicy, like you would expect a tikka masala to be.
I personally think inside that dish, the creaminess that comes through from hazelnut cream. Well, I gotta be honest. I'm struggling. The difference here is hairline between all of these dishes.
Has a point.
Yeah, it's
It has
the variation of flavors and texture, consistencies.
because they're all different.
They're waiting, which is cool.
And that's all the point, right? To make it diverse, and we want to show the diversity of our ingredient.
Thank you, judges. Please fill out your score sheets. The chefs are preparing your desserts.
Like I said, these are all like hairline. I mean, this is really hard.
That's a win.
It's a. I mean, what they're doing back there is absolutely fantastic.
We're ready to go.
That would be a nice little touch.
This is a batter for Florentine cookies.
I'm currently making our chai milk fudge. It is just steeping.
Okay, so I'm just gonna flatten them before I put them in the oven.
All right, and now we are going to learn a little bit about the Cascade Culinary Institute.
We're so lucky to be in Bend, Oregon, where there's a variety of outdoor activities: skiing, mountain biking, hiking, river rafting, fishing. There's so many things for students to do, which add variety. Variety is the spice of life.
Every year we kind of try and add something that both
stimulates the students and excites us again. We did the outdoor pizza oven a couple years ago and the Argentinian grill. We're getting a new bar set in the dining room. We're working on a food truck. So there's always kind of constantly adding new things.
Lifelong learning is something we definitely want our students to do throughout their careers in the food service or hospitality industry. We promote that by doing it ourselves. Laura Hagen, our baking and pastry instructor, last summer spent some time in France learning about bread baking and pastries and learning some different techniques that she may not learn anywhere else in the world.
I feel like we have some top-notch students. They are very driven, they're very professional, they're dedicated, and they make really amazing friendships when they're here, and they really bond with each other.
One of the biggest draws that keeps me excited coming here is every day, that is a small class size. We're going into our second term, and we already know everybody in our class by first name, and we're going to be going through that whole program with every one of those students.
The diversity of our students, whether it's age or cultural backgrounds, is reflective of what they're going to find in the industry.
If you had asked me 10 years ago, if, in my 40s that I had attended culinary school and then had now the ability to go on and start a business in the industry, I would have said no. It was the education that gave me the confidence to proceed and then ultimately expand.
We take pride in every student. We're a reflection on them and they're a reflection on us. We want them to be successful. We want to give them every little tool that they need because that's a pride that we take. We are all about the hospitality industry. We're here to take care of others.
And now we're going to give you the story behind Cheri's HazelCream.
So Cheri, tell me about your allergies.
If you are what you eat, then I used to be a cheese ball. I thought any food was improved with cheese. Unfortunately, my lifetime struggles with various autoimmune problems were beginning to affect my everyday life. After spending a night crying on the sofa because I couldn't find a comfortable position to sleep in, I decided to try a different path and get tested for allergies. At 62 years old, I discovered I was allergic to wheat, dairy, eggs, and peas. Disbelief, denial, anger, bargaining, guilt, depression. I went through the first 6 stages of grief during the month following the diagnosis. Landing on the 7th stage of grief, acceptance and hope, was inevitable. Like making lemonade from lemons, I needed to find a way of turning my diagnosis into an adventure.
What kind of adventure?
It started with researching. I began one recipe at a time, beginning with bread. Who knew that you can't make gluten-free bread in a standard bread maker? It was obvious that I needed to reimagine my favorite recipes. Slowly, I began finding products I could use as substitutes. What I really wanted was gravy. I thought I had it covered, using my substitutes for flour, butter, and milk. I began whisking the roux, then added the milk. But oh my, the resulting hot mess was awful. The reason was discovered by my husband. The almond milk I was using was 95% water. Who wants water in their gravy? Who wants gravy that tastes like coconut or oatmeal? There was nothing left to do but make it ourselves.
Make your own? That does sound like an adventure.
The first person I spoke with was a friend from Toastmasters. She's a food chemist, a chef, and a 4th-generation hazelnut farmer. So it's no surprise she said, "Let's try using hazelnuts." That comment began a 2.5-year journey to create a milk substitute that was suitable for cooking and baking. Fortunately, my husband is both an engineer and a manufacturing wizard. Our kitchen became the R&D lab and the experiments began. The result of all of our efforts produced a wonderful dairy-free milk, and soon our friends encouraged us to share it with the world. So we did, and here it is, Cheri's HazelCream. We package it without the water, so it's shelf-stable. Think peanut butter. All you need to do is blend the HazelCream with water, and you have a quart of milk. And guess what? You can make delicious gravy. And not just gravy. Any recipe that uses milk, cream, or buttermilk can use Cheri's HazelCream as a substitute. Fondue, creamy pasta, chowders, and decadent desserts. Try Cheri's HazelCream. It will open a world of wonderful food options. So that's our story. I hope you enjoyed watching.
All right, thank you for watching. I'm going to turn it back over to the kitchen and see what's going on in there. There's less than 30 minutes left.
We made the cookies.
Oh.
And that's a raspberry chocolate sauce.
Wow.
That's really good.
And that's formal.
Five minutes.
Unless you want to portion it out.
So I'm just going to take it all of it.
Yep.
I think it's because the freezers kept opening.
2 minutes, 20 seconds.
I don't know. I saw them when they were teeny tiny. Maybe tiny.
All right, we are at 1 minute.
All right, we are getting ready to begin.
Team A made panna cotta. It uses Cheri's HazelCream as a base with vanilla for flavoring. Fresh raspberry sauce is served on top and garnished with a Florentine cookie. The Florentine is made with hazelnuts to complement the HazelCream and dipped in a raspberry chocolate to complement the sauce.
That's pretty.
It is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I'm sure the china was made out of Cheri's hazel cream too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And
So
white.
is this the little spoon? Sorry.
Who knows?
Which spoon would you like for us to use?
I'm going inside out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm going big this time.
I'm going big.
I'm going
Yeah.
big. This looks like
Big
a
is
big
where
kind
we're
of
going.
spoon.
Beautiful presentation.
Okay, what was the name of this again? What's it
A
called?
panna cotta.
Panna cotta.
And
And what does that mean? Like, is it
It's
has to do with
cream
layering?
that's been, no, it's the cream that's
Okay.
been. It's a firm.
Okay.
Wow, texture's right on. It's really good. Flavor composition's awesome.
Lovely texture. I think the hazelnuts make it
Oh my goodness.
sweet and buttery.
It's like those Girl Scout things. Like
Mhm.
you just can't eat one.
You
know?
can't.
Like-
No.
Really flavorful.
You have to mix the topping with the panna cotta to get the flavor. It's like a sauce on the panna cotta, I feel. And the peppermint leaf for garnish. Good idea.
Did Stacy what this was dipped in?
It was a chocolate, raspberry chocolate.
Raspberry chocolate.
She called
Okay.
it. It's probably white chocolate that's been flavored with raspberry.
I'm just that person that just keeps eating, just to understand like every bite. But that was amazing. Consistency was wonderful.
All right, judges, let's go to dessert number 2.
Team B is giving you a hazelnut chocolate bread pudding with a bourbon cream sauce and chocolate ganache, garnished with candied hazelnuts and oranges. The bourbon cream sauce, the chocolate ganache, and the custard were all made with Cheri's hazel cream.
Wow.
Hard decision here. Spoon, fork, spoon, fork.
I think it's got fork written all over it.
I think you got to get all the good stuff. Bread pudding is perfectly cooked.
Like soul food.
Perfectly cooked.
For some reason, hazelnuts and chocolate just seem to go together. And you think Nutella, think Ferrero Rocher. And it's always good to see when hazelnuts are used in a non-chocolate environment because you're really testing yourself. Because we know that this is beautiful. I mean, I'm just saying it's wonderful to see the chefs in here trying to do something other than what's normally done with hazelnuts.
I love how the hazelnuts are candied.
Mm-hmm.
This nice crunch to it. Sweetness. That's really good.
Just visually, look at all the different things going on here in this bread pudding. You have rectangles, you have round things, you have squares, you have just beautiful visually.
Wow.
This is not my mother's bread pudding.
No.
I'm a sucker for bread pudding. This
Yep.
is fantastic.
It is indeed.
It's perfectly cooked. Great flavor
And
balance.
the candied orange, what a nice touch.
It is a nice touch. I was expecting it to be ginger, but it was orange.
No, I thought it was going to be candied ginger. It's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yep. Wow. That was a good one. Yum, yum.
All right, judges, we have one more dessert for you to try.
Once again, Team C is keeping with their Indian theme. Indian chai milk fudge is a fudge made from Cheri's hazel cream. It contains chai spices and nuts originating in the Indian subcontinent.
Can we assume the nuts in there are hazelnuts?
I can ask.
Chai milk.
I love the chai.
Hmm.
Yeah, pistachio maybe. It's really good.
Pistachios.
Yep.
I was trying to think of the same pistachios.
I like the fact that they use a nut in there to give it texture.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Give it something besides, you know,
I could use more nuts actually.
great depth of flavor. I like the combination of the chocolate on top.
Yeah, what a great
Adds a different
use
layer.
and what a great use of the hazel cream. Something totally different than the other two desserts. Such creativity.
All right, judges, please give us the scores for this round.
Well, I'd like to stand up first and applaud you guys. I mean, we all sat here and we talked and we ate and we talked and we ate. But however you all end up first, second, third, it was all laser thin. Every single dish we were like, man, that's this, that. I mean, it was so close for all of us.
And the variety of the presentation. I grow hazelnuts, so I'm looking at the hazelnut component of it, and the beautiful, thank you for using hazelnuts, and of course the hazel cream, but the variety and the ingenuity. Thank you very much. We really enjoyed it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So this is Team A. We have Lillian and Sarah. Team B, we have Samantha and Noel. And Team C, we have Reagan and Claire.
All right, who came up with the bread pudding? Home run, hands down, home run. I thought that was great. There was a lot of different food that was fantastic. Who did the chicken dish? Home run. That was awesome. I think it's amazing when a chef takes chicken.
There was 2 chickens.
Oh, sorry, the chicken with the sun-dried tomatoes?
That was us.
Okay, sorry, we're gonna get to everybody here. I know I'm gonna get one from everybody. I think the idea of being a chef is taking an ingredient that's just kind of plain, or a meat that's really hard to cook, and make it unbelievable. And I thought you guys took chicken to the next level. I thought that dish was, the flavor complexity and everything else that was in there was amazing. And I thought that the tikka masala flavor composition and just how tender that chicken was, man, that was phenomenal. Really, really well.
And you kept the theme through the main course and the dessert. That was very clever. Good creativity there.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if did this help you to think more about using non-dairy products in your cuisine? Not there's anything wrong with dairy, but like Cheri, she's very allergic to it, so it's not in her wheelhouse. So it did help you think a little bit about using other non-dairy products.
Yeah, definitely. I think as a baker, it was definitely challenging because obviously, how do you make whipped cream out of anything than heavy cream? But it was interesting going through the recipes of what can I make in an hour and what can I make with this product. And that's why I chose the bread pudding, but it definitely opened my mind to using alternative milks for sure.
That's really cool. Because again, I think the diversity of flavor composition and the idea of making everything non-dairy. As a chef, I love dairy. Dairy doesn't like me, right? So it's nice to see different alternatives where you can eat through the entire dish and just enjoy the entire dish. And again, the complexities. And thank you, Cheri. I think the way the cream comes across, it was hard to see any difference in the substitution, right? And a lot of the sauces and the desserts, the panna cotta, everything really flowed very smoothly. So again, it was really hard to tell the difference in my mind.
And forgive me, I didn't introduce the judges to you. You may know them or not, but we have Stephen Held from Zydeco. On the end down here, we have Eileen McClellan, the Zella Nuts, Zella Food and Culinary Student alumni, and Michael Gizme, conductor of the Winds.
I just eat.
He's our celebrity.
He's our celebrity judge. All right, any more questions? I'd ask for a drum roll, but that's my job.
All I would ask is, I've been in this industry my entire life. Just keep learning, ask a lot of questions, and be life learners, because I've been doing this forever. I learn something almost every day, every week, every month. I ask questions. Like we were talking about hazelnuts earlier. I don't know a lot about hazelnuts. There's like all these varieties of hazelnuts. They all have different flavors, different complexities. But you got to ask the question, right? And you have to push yourselves beyond the boundaries you are, and just always ask that question. Because there's plenty of food out there. And you just got to eat and love and ask and keep digging, because it's there. So you guys are on a great start. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, and contestants, please don't leave until we get a chance to take a picture of you with your trophy, so we can put it on our website. And the scores were very, very close, so congratulations to everybody. In third place, Team C.
In second place, Team A.
I wondered who was first. Yeah, who got first?
And in first place, Team Me.
Great job, everyone.
We had trouble scoring, really. We were struggling with it. The scores were very close. So you're all our first place.
Yep, it was great. Every time they came to take the plate away, we're like, there was nothing left on my plate. I was kind of embarrassed, right?
Yeah, we thought that too.
Yeah, I was that guy. I just kept eating and eating and eating. Don't take it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about hazelnuts. I really work hard. I grow them and I sell them and I process them. I work really hard at making a good product. We have full-time staff of local people in our community. We house them, we take care of them. It's a full-time job doing just hazelnuts. So be serious about your raw materials. Get to know the person or the farm or whatever that's growing them. Take some time to visit them and just see what they're all about. Because some people do work harder than others.
Okay, well with that, I think we're going to wrap up our live stream. So from Cascade Culinary Institute, thank you and good night.